Okay, everyone, I'm back for the finale of Kirby's Adventure. Gonna start off doing some stuff I missed in World 4 here, Grape Garden. There's a secret door in this room. Yep, and there's that switch. Unlocks the star teleporter thing. And then there's also something I missed in stage 3 here, so gonna do that. Yeah, it's a bit it's not the hardest secret to find. Yeah, there we go. And I believe that thing, I don't really remember actually, and since we've never done it before, I'm gonna take the star thing to level 7, world 7, whatever. Now it's time to fight the final boss. Yep, King DDD. Final boss. In the remake, I'll admit the music is a lot cooler, and it looks pretty cool. But yeah, that's beside the point. I find that taking this guy out with an ability isn't usually the best course of action. That's just what I've seen from it. I don't know. Maybe there's something that works pretty well. Maybe like a high jump or something might work decently. I don't know, but anyways, yeah. He's actually probably the toughest boss in the game. Lost a few lives to him, as you can tell. Yeah, he has a lot of... It's, the problem is it's sometimes hard to predict what he's gonna do, where he's gonna go. Whereas with, like, all the other bosses, they're either... They have pretty obvious patterns. But, DDD, some of his, like when he jumps up like that, he might be jumping like that, or he might be jumping up to hit you with a hammer. But he's dead anyways. Well, maybe he's not dead. He's still moving, so I guess he's not. There we go, level 8, the Fountain of Dreams. And no, DDD is trying to stop us. I love that look on his face. It's really like how Kirby looks kind of angry too. There we go. Happiness and joy returns. No, it doesn't. Yeah, that's the big plot twist here. DDD was a good guy all along, I guess. It's this nightmare thing. Right, now this fight is probably... It's not that tough, but it's sort of on a timer because after... I'm not sure what the exact time is, but eventually you will float back down. You notice you're falling, well, eventually you'll fall back down onto the planet, and if that happens, you'll get crushed and you lose. Yeah, this isn't that tough of a boss. It's really just mostly defeating it before you get crushed is the only problem here. Because his attacks aren't that tough to avoid as long as you have a few HP left over. It's really not that difficult. And as you can see, we got the Star Rod ability, which allows us to shoot these star things. It's pretty cool. And there's the planet's surface, but thankfully defeated them just in time. Now that warp star going to the moon, I guess? I'm guessing it's the moon. Although it's really strange, does the pop star have a moon just like the Earth's? Well, I guess it's like green or blue or something, so maybe not. As you can see, that orb turned into not an orb. And Kirby gets knocked off the star, and now for the real final boss battle. This guy right here, it's a nightmare vampire thing, whatever it is. Looks really out of place for a Kirby game, actually. And as you can see, I died. Yeah, this guy's attacks can be kinda tough to avoid. And you gotta hit him when his cape is sort of away. He's got that like static underneath his head, basically. That's what you have to hit to hurt him, as you can see. But yeah, this guy looks it looks less out of place in the remake, but even then it's just kinda weird to see something like this in a Kirby game. Of course, I suppose there's probably been weirder things. Just gonna guess. The music in this fight is really awesome as well. Well, the music, pretty much all the music in this game is pretty cool. There's no tracks I really don't like. Not sure what I'd say my favorite is. This is, well, there's only really two or three boss battle tracks in the whole game, but this is probably my favorite out of them. Even though it's not much to choose from. And this fight can take a really long time too, which is kind of annoying. And as you can see, it appears that the Star Rod ability is the only ability in the game that you do not lose when you get hit. Although if you glitch it out and make it so that you can keep the UFO ability through each stage, you don't lose that either. If you there's some glitches you can do, and Nightmare is dead. And he dissolves. And Kirby makes his escape from the moon in a second. Yeah, apparently that him dissolving was he was so acidic he ate through part of the moon. That's my best guess. And now we have some exposition here. Yeah, it's rather unfortunate. The plot of the Kirby games actually, BDD is usually like, it's always like there's some character who's like, oh man, we gotta stop this guy, this guy's the bad guy, and then it's like, no, this guy's just trying to help. Or like, oh, this guy's the good guy, no, this guy's the bad guy. That's basically the plot of all the Kirby games. It's either the guy you think is the bad guy is really a good guy, the guy you think is a good guy is really a bad guy. It's the standard formula for most Kirby games. Can't really think of any exceptions, but I've never played a few of them. But even then, that's like don't think I ever played Dreamland 2 or 3, and I think I beat Epic Yarn, but it wasn't, haven't played that one since. But yeah, and a bunch of stars float down because they do, and yeah, here is the ending credits here. There's Kirby fighting Wispy Woods with the throw ability. Yeah, that's I guess that would be a decent ability to have, but he actually lost it if you looked. It's kind of unfortunate. Then the stone ability. Now I don't know why you'd want the stone ability for this fight, because this fight I prefer, like, maybe not the wheel, but yeah, he's using the fireball here. Yeah, I guess the fireball might work, well, maybe not as well as the wheel, because the fireball stops and you gotta sort of recharge it again. Yeah, the tornado ability is another ability that's pretty good for fighting Krakow, but you can't really, it's a bit tougher to keep just because of all the enemies beforehand. And yeah, there's a Parasol Kirby. Parasol is one of those weird abilities where it's like, I think it can be used pretty effectively, but I have no clue how to use it. And then there's a Meta Knight there with his sword. Yeah. Why is the moon smiling like that? Well, the moon's not gonna be smiling at the end. It gets blown up. Well, maybe that wasn't the moon. I don't know what that was. Yeah, high jump was... I don't know. I don't think I've ever fought DDD with high jump, but that's Kirby's Adventure. Maybe there will be a bonus video, but for now, this is the finale. Goodbye. See you later.